This is my favorite win because in scouting them, Cook's number 3 was averaging 27.5.
Don't give that respect. Don't get that
Unbelievable
respect. And
against
they
Houston.
show that
They're up
respect.
5 with 30
That
seconds to go.
respect. Woo!
Against Duquesne, their major underdogs, it was really never closer than 6. So it's a hell of a team. We wanted to wear out Cook. We pressed. It's been a long time since I pressed the whole game. And all we wanted to do, we didn't want to steal, we just wanted to wear him out so he wouldn't be able to have his legs shooting. And I've done that to every great point guard I've gone against in 40 plus years. And I think Berrick did a fabulous job on it tonight. Fabulous job. It was a great win for us because that's not a tip, and I don't mean to say anything negative, but that's not a typical Hofstra team. That is a really good Hofstra team. I'll be shocked if they don't win 22, 23 games.
Questions?
Coach, how'd you feel the defense was in the last couple of minutes? Elijah got a couple of steals for you and set up points, but how did you feel? What were you telling him in the last minutes?
I just told him, don't scoreboard watch, don't want the game to run out, win the game. And I said, you got to attack the basket to go to foul you. You've got to switch out, you got to play defense. I said, you got to grab every rebound. I said, the win is there for you, but if you look at the clock and want it to run out, they'll come back and you'll lose. And they did a great job of that.
I just asked you guys that were just in here. You guys had 10 blocks tonight. Do you think you got your length and size gave Hofstra fits?
Well, I think we rotated well. You know, another great thing about this game is we didn't play with our best player. Our best player was out most of the game. And I think you guys can see, I've coached a lot of great teams. And I'm not saying this team is rival that, but it's the best attitude team. Like I took Quinn out of the game when he just made a great move. Because I knew they were going to pressure up and we needed passing, so I put Dylan in. He was the best cheerleader on the bench. Some kids today, when you take a guy after making a great move, why are you taking me out, coach? Or frowns about it. He was up like the biggest cheerleader on the court. So it's really, for me, it's a great treat coaching this guy. Great treat.
Rick, Elijah was just in here saying that he's fallen in love with the game all over again because of the situation that he's come into having to start all over. How much growth have you seen in him since you got him both on and off the floor, and how much has he helped with your management?
You know, Elijah, Tyson, Quinn, Nelly, Ryan, they're such great people, and they pull for each other so much that they all look up to Elijah. He's the leader, Dylan's the leader. And we've got great leadership out there, but they don't even, my whole post-game speech was how lucky I am as a coach after 40 some odd years to coach you guys because of your attitude. You don't see this today in most games. It's all about, and then Quinn did this. He said, after I told him how proud I am of us, he said, guys, see the stat sheet? And he ripped it in half. We don't care about that, we care about winning. And he ripped up the stat sheet in front of everybody.
So to follow up on that, is there a different part of the game that maybe you're falling in love with all over again here coaching this group?
You know, the one thing I've done throughout my lifetime is I consider every job between the lines a great job. I thought Panathinaikos in Greece was a great job. People would ask me, why do you think it's a great job? I said, that's where I'm at. And I consider this an awesome job because that's where I'm at. And I think Iona, I'm the reverse. Every coach has come in here looking from Jimmy V on all to let's do a great job and move on to the next job. With me, it's let's do a great job, stay as long as you're breathing, and stay here. You know, I tell the recruits all the time, I said, you don't have to worry about me leaving because I'm here because I'm from New York. And I wanted to end my career in New York, and it just so happens that it's Iona College, and I'm very lucky to have this job.
Rick, in your first 3 wins this season, all 3 games you had to bear down in the last 5 minutes of the game to either get the win or hold the win. And tonight you had 6 of your 10 in your rotation. This is only their 3rd game with the program. You're feeling like the guts and the determination down the stretch are key pieces for the season?
Like I was absolutely blown away by Jordan Wilder. He had the plays. We went in the game because I was upset at Quinn giving up a 3, and he goes in the game and just makes 2 shots, cold-blooded shots. And then Josh goes in and same thing, cold-blooded, except he doesn't hit the rim. But that showed me a lot, the fact that he took him. But let's understand that it'll never be said. But the MVP of that game tonight was Berrick. He was the MVP. Stopping that young man was the reason we won the game.
Building off of that, are there any common themes to your play down the stretch that you'd like to close these games out?
All we talked about in the last 2 timeouts is this is what's going to happen to win. Okay, they're going to come after us and they're going to foul us. Whether we make the free throws, miss free is irrelevant. It's all about defense and rebounding. And we talked about movement. We talked about our press offense. I said, look, you got this lead right now. Do you give up a 2? So we learned a valuable lesson from Nelly coming off the corner last time against Harvard. And they knew to stay at home. And down the stretch, they played great defense. We have very good length. Obviously, I'm not telling you guys something you don't know. We're not a great shooting team. We're an average shooting team. If we were a great shooting team, look out. That's what we've done with recruiting now. We've brought in 2 terrific shooters.
Last year, you guys had issues with turnovers. So far this year, it seems like you guys have improved on that front. Just thoughts on the way that this team has been handling the ball these first 3
We're
years.
so much better than last year. We couldn't even. I never pressed. I don't remember pressing last year. If we did it off a free throw. Tonight we pressed for 40 minutes. We pressed the underneath out of bounds plays. We pressed the sideline out of bounds plays. So we were just 55 days in COVID. Last year was just we got through it like everybody got through it, and now this year we were able to teach.
Rick, what do you like about the series with Hofstra?
Well, I like any local rivalry that you can build. Like I'd love to play Fordham. They don't want to play us. I'd love to play them. Any local team I would like to play because there's not going to be the referees they're going to do all games. It's not going to be like when you go to, if you have to go out at Michigan, something like that. It's not good. So we play all our big time teams on neutral sites. So we're going to play Seton Hall in the Garden. We're going to play Liberty down in Florida. We're going to play Alabama. That's the key. I was told that I at my age, the A, B, C, D on my list, it's not about money. I could take guarantee games and give it to the staff and give it. We're going to buy some games, but we're never going anywhere in a guarantee game because that means your program is not where it should be. And we've got too many great alumni. We've got, like I've always said, we have quality, not quantity, as alumni. We don't have a lot of them that like a Kentucky but the ones we have are big time. Tremendous support for the program. So we're never going to take a bye game. Never. We'll play anybody on a home and home. We're not going to take a bye game.
Coach, you had 3 games against 3 good teams, but all with very distinct styles. How much is that going to help you down the road?
I think this team tonight is really good because you didn't see number 3 like we saw against Houston and Duquesne. Harvard is really, really good. We talked about this last press conference. The Ivy League, everybody really played down. They're really good. And Harvard was without 2 of their centers, which really helped them cause problems for us. And then App State was terrific. So we have dug in all 3 games. Now we're going to go down and play Liberty, who plays just like Virginia. Slow down. That's going to be an interesting game because we want to get out there. We're going to have to show great poise in that game. And then obviously play North Alabama, and then we're going to play Alabama. So it's a great schedule. 3 awesome games for the fans. Awesome games for our team as well because we've been in the pressure cooker all 3 games.
Anything else? Yeah, Coach, what do you think of the gym in the first 3 games? This is really the first time since you've been here we had a pretty much full
I thought
crowd.
I don't know who he is, but the announcer who gets the fans going was great. I thought the fans have been awesome. We got to get it to where the students are packed behind each basket. We got to get 1,000 students a game. Because, you know, obviously, you know, my wife and her friends aren't going to be up and cheering every game. I watch the film and I see how many times she stands up, and I put her on a 7-game suspension every game because she's not up. So we don't need those type of fans like my wife. What we need is different people up on every single play. And we got the potential to do that. You know, Brian's a graduate of Iona, and there's a lot of pride in Iona College, a lot of pride. And I think if we get that, we get 1,000 students per game, we won't lose at home. But it's a process right now. It's a process.
Coach,
Yes.
just going to ask you about Nelly Jr Joseph. Seemed like he came out with a lot of energy, then got the 3 fouls, and then was a little bit tentative, but he made some plays for you down the stretch.
We told him going into it, Nelly, they're going to do everything possible to flop, draw charges to get you out of the game. You're the one difference maker that separates the two teams. They have as much talent, 1 through 4, as we do. The difference maker is you. They're going to go down. He didn't listen. And the first play of the second half, we told him they're going to go down. That being said, he made great plays down the stretch, and he's getting better. He's a 3-4 year basketball player. It's only going to get better every single season.
How do you feel his physical conditioning has grown in his time at Iona?
Say it again.
His physical conditioning, strength, and
Great. The only guy a little bit out of shape, we have a very difficult time getting in shape, is Trey James. Where outside of that, everybody's in really good shape. We've got a deep bench. Ryan Myers right now is not playing well, but he's so much better than he's showing. He's pressing a little bit right now. And I've got to get a game where I can play him. They went after Walter Clayton tonight right away. They tried to go at him right away. And that was a great lesson for Walter to understand how important defense is. But I got to get Ryan Myers going because Ryan's the best shooter on the team. And I got to get him going.
thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.